Hello my dear YouTuber friends, and I do hope you're all keeping well. Welcome to this new video, slightly different video for you today. It's a review on the portable air conditioner box, or air cooler box. I don't know if you can see the atomizer at work there. And I'm getting one heck of a chill sitting right in front of this. Reasonable price. Portable air conditioner to keep you cool in the summer months. I've got my laptop and my desktop PC next to me here with Flight Simulator loaded. So to keep you cool during the summer months when you're playing Flight Simulator, as you know, computers, especially this laptop, can get extremely hot. Now for me, I'm in a place where all winter long, regardless of what the weather was doing, so if it was -2 or 3 outside, I had to have my windows open. I've got a few sets of windows, this is just one of them, but I had to open them up in sub-zero degrees just because this place I'm in is highly insulated. Incredibly windy day here in the south coast. It kept me up for a good part of the night, the wind. High winds at the moment. But yes, I needed some kind of air conditioning with spring and summer on the way. I remember last year in London we were over 40 degrees, maybe 42, 43 degrees in London where I was in Camden Town. And I just couldn't bear it. I couldn't make videos. So I thought, look, I'm going to buy one. I was going to buy an expensive air conditioner to begin with. Then I saw this. I'll discuss the price of this in this video. This it packs a mighty cool punch. Okay, let's not dilly-dally. Let's get into this video. Okay, so let's discuss now some of the features and price of this unit. Now, I got this from Amazon and it cost me £60. I'm going to put my Amazon affiliate links for both the UK and US. Now, the company I got this from is Tip Top or something of that sort, but I believe various different companies sell this. So I don't think Tip Top is the brand. It's not branded on the box at least. And it's sold by various different companies. It got incredibly high reviews. Go and look at the reviews of my affiliate links there in both the UK and US. So I thought, you know, for £60 I was looking to pay 3 times or 4 times that amount. I thought, yeah, let's just give this a try. It did say free returns. Now it comes with it came with 3 of these blocks, and what you do, you put water in these and put them in the freezer, and at the front here, this is held on by magnets. You basically, if you want a colder blast, put the frozen blocks in there, and then you can go and fill these up with water and recycle them. You don't fill them all the way to the top, by the way. Leave a little bit of air according to the instruction manual, and then put them in and you get an even cooler blast. Now I've not needed to do that as yet because it's cold enough with just the atomizer. That's the water in the tank here. I'm going to show you that in a moment. But I have got one of these in the freezer just for science, and I'll be putting that in later just to see how freezing cold that is. Typically you'll put it about 2 or 3 feet away from you, and yes, it's portable. So it comes with a rechargeable battery. Let me just refresh my mind. It's a 2000 mAh battery. I believe they're using something like RC. I've just looked it up on eBay. It's something like an RC battery. Not the best of the best battery. I'll come back to that later in the conclusion. But it will give you a few hours. Thankfully, it comes with a lead, a USB to, I think it's USB-C to USB lead. Doesn't come with the wall plug. But this lead, I've measured it, it's about 1.5 meters. It's more than long enough if you've got an extension socket nearby to plug this in, and then you can plug that in anywhere. But yeah, just on its own battery power, from my tests, you're looking about 3 to 4 hours if you've just got the fan on and maybe the atomizer on, that type of thing. So those are the features. Listen, let me just give you a quick demonstration. So to turn it on, and you don't need the cool block or even water in for this part. I'll just turn the fan part on. There we go. And I think by default these lights come on. So you got like a plasma lamp effect here as well. These change into some cool and calming colours. Now, when you turn it on, if you don't have to have that lamp on, you've got various different brightness options, but if you can turn that lamp off if you want to preserve your battery a bit longer, that's the first step of fan. And what I'm going to do later, I'm going to give you the, I'm using my headphones to record my voice at the moment. I'm going to give you the volume through the camera that I'm using now, of these fans a little bit later. That's the first speed though. You press it again. Don't know if you can hear that now. You get a higher speed. I'm getting really cold sat here with just that fan at the moment. Press it again. You can probably hear that. I'll show you that later. I believe it's something like 10 decibels or something of that sort. I'll put the info on screen, or you saw the info before that I put on screen, hopefully. And if you press it again, it turns it off. So I'm just going to hold it, turn it back on again. So I've just put it on the low speed. Typically, I'll put it either on the low speed or the next speed up if I need instant cooling. On this side, this button, you got something called the atomizer. Now watch this. You should see through this camera, and it uses some kind of oscillation. There we go. You can probably see that smoke coming out of these holes here, and it's mixing the water now from here with the fan. So you're getting, and I've just filled that with cold filtered water, tap water, but make sure it's cold. And if you want, you can put a bit of ice in there as well. But essentially, there's 3 stages there. I mean, first stage will turn one of these on, and if you press it twice, it will turn the others on. Hope that's picking up on the camera. You can see the sort of oscillation, the sort of water coming out in mist there. And it gives you a nice, cool, damp feeling. Now, there may be a couple of drawbacks for some people, and certainly not for me. This is a very dry place. I need some dampness in the air. In fact, it doesn't seem to get damp at all, this place that I'm in. But I'll come back to that later. But when you're sat in front of it, you can feel that cooling mist is a better way of saying it. Gives you a nice cool mist. Now, best not put the camera too close to that, because that is water coming out of the top there. I don't want my camera to get broken. I don't think it's waterproof. But you get a cooling mist feel. So when I turn it off, I keep it on for maybe half an hour. Turn it off. That cool mist feeling stays on you. Now listen, I'm not in summertime yet. We're not in summertime. I just started spring, even though if you look outside with that wind, it's actually getting a lot warmer here at the moment on the south coast, but it doesn't feel like spring has sprung yet. This place is going to get boiling hot. I can't wait to use this, because it does give you that kind of cool mist feeling. There you go, I've got the lights on in the back as well. And if you want them all on, I'll come back to this later in terms of battery power. But if you want them all on, you can do to get the full effect. So those are the features from it. So you can turn that off, by the way, the atomizer. So I've got it turned off now, so you shouldn't see any more mist coming out there. So I've just got the fan on. That, on the second speed, it's absolutely fine, especially when it's just a few feet away from you. So I've not got Flight Simulator running at the moment, but when I've got my laptop and I've got my desktop PC running, with the windows closed, it's keeping me mightily cool. Okay, listen, what I'll do now, I'll let you listen to the fan speeds through the actual microphone of the camera, so you can hear it for yourself. So there you go, that's the portable air cooler box, basically air conditioner. I will recommend it. Listen, in the UK, you're probably thinking, you're mad, why do you want that in the UK? After experience the past couple of years sat in front of my computers, I'm just watching a different video there, but sat in front of my computers, and especially my laptop in London when it was over 40 degrees in London, it was just unbearable. I needed something, a fan just blows hot air towards you. This, now you can actually see, I've got it plugged in on power. I'll come back to that in a moment. It gives you, there is a fan in the back, but it gives you a wide field. Now, depending on what setting you've got that fan on, if it's on the medium setting, you're getting, as you sit back here a few feet away from it, it gives you a wide field with that atomizer on. It gives you a cooling mist effect feel on your body. So if you're sat there and you're sat facing your computers, you've got that blowing on you, it really works. Obviously, there's a bit of water with the atomizer on there. There might be a bit of water or condensation, so you don't want anything underneath it. You don't want it right on top of you to get the effect anyway. A couple of feet away, like it is there, that's actually the perfect place. Bring on the summertime now. Bring on. I mean, we usually get to the mid-30s here on the south coast. 30 centigrade, by the way, not Fahrenheit. So still over 100 Fahrenheit. But bring on that heat now. Now, with that, the only disadvantage I found with this, like I said, the battery for me, say on that setting there, I've got it on low setting with the atomizer on, maybe some of the lights on. It's only going to last a few hours. Typically, you can see the flashing red maybe at the back there. That means it's charging. It's going to charge slowly in use. I just say probably in the summertime. I'm just going to keep it plugged in. The lead's long enough. If it's not long enough for you, just buy a longer lead or buy an extension lead so you can plug it in wherever you need it. Just going to keep it plugged in. Seems to take very little electric. Now, I've had it for the past 4 or 5 days. I've not found much. It seems to be very energy efficient. Seems to only take a few pence off my electric bill, which is fantastic. So it's another bonus for it. Now you can say £60 is still too expensive for what it is. I don't believe so. Yes, it would have been nice if it was £40. I'm happy to pay that rather than buy a £200 or £300 large air conditioning unit with pipes that I'll have to put out in the window and empty the tank and goodness knows what. With this, it's plug and go. And with it in that vicinity, just a few feet away, I only need it on for an hour or so now. If I'm hot, turn it on even for half an hour. I'm cooled down with that mist. I've not even put that ice block in. It's still freezing in the freezer. I should have timed that a bit better. But to be honest, I'm not sure I'm going to need it. Even some of the reviews are saying they've not had to use the ice blocks. If it gets too extreme heat, maybe I will. I think with just the atomizer, the water tank, and the medium, that's on low fan setting, but a medium fan setting. Let's just put it onto medium. Now I'm shivering. I'm going to need my jumper, which is next to me there. It's high enough. Listen, I recommend it. 4 to 5 months of heat is enough in the UK, depending where you are. I'm sure you can sympathise or understand, empathise with what I was saying before, that you need some kind of air conditioner. Works much better than just a fan, and it's much cheaper than a full air conditioning solution. But listen, let me know your thoughts. Go and look at the Amazon links I've linked below. You can get it a bit cheaper in the US, it seems, at the moment. You might be able to get this on sale in the UK, but £60 is okay. It's about the price of a full price game, isn't it? So it's not too bad at all. Let me know your thoughts. Give the video a like. If you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. And I'll see you soon.